All right, let's dive into this. This is chapter 6 called Packing Up. Now, real quick, check out Doomsday Kingdom on Indiegogo. I'm not sure if we're going to be ending the campaign soon or extending it. Whether we do that or not, we will keep it in demand for a little bit. So if you're new, check out Doomsday Kingdom. It's a zombie comic, 128 pages. Every time we get $500 on the campaign, we're giving a freebie out from this point forward. 7,500, everyone gets a mini zombie clown poster. That's this right here. So right now, if you go to Indiegogo, you can get the zombie clown mini poster with your order just for putting an order in. Everyone. And if you put an order in the past, you get this poster as well. Anyhow, so that is Doomsday Kingdom on Indiegogo. Check it out. You can find the links down below. Now, diving into this particular video, we are going to go over the chapter here and break down the good and the bad. This is the actual gameplay, though, and I'm going to be using this for my flaw and all review. Some of the cutscenes that have dialogue, I will not be talking over it, though, just because I'm actually using those scenes for my actual review. So bear with me for those. This is kind of like a behind the scenes along the process for the Flaw in All reviews, which is going to be interesting to see if that brings in views or not.
Hey.
Hey.
Could I sit down, please?
Yeah.
Maria wants to make sure you're eating.
She can't stop us.
To have the guys that we would need to do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, but that's what's happening.
What if we get hit by hunters again?
Is this you talking or is this her?
It's a valid point.
If it were you or me, Joel would be halfway to Seattle already.
No, he wouldn't.
He absolutely fucking would be.
Well, we don't even know for certain that they're from Seattle.
Washington Liberation Front. That's what you said was on those patches.
What if they stole those jackets?
That's...
What if the WLF moved?
What are you doing? You know what? I'm leaving tomorrow. And if you want to come with me, great.
You have no idea what you're walking into. You don't know how large that group is, how armed.
I don't care. You can't talk me out of this.
Give me a day to talk to Maria. Okay? There's gotta be some folks you can spare.
And if she won't budge?
Well, I'll figure something out. One day. Please.
Fine.
I am always still blown away by the performance and even the CGI with the expressions for a video game are incredible. Just incredible. But yeah, the performance is...
I want to stop at his house before we leave. I just have to pick something up. Okay.
And every time they lead into gameplay as well. I understand the cinematic walk. A lot of video games do that. It's just, oof. It's a little frustrating. When you're replaying it, I think it's more frustrating. When you're playing it for the first time, you're in it and you're, you know, it is what it is, but I don't think there's any hidden anything down there. That would be kind of dumb, especially in the middle of emotional scenes. In video games, you shouldn't be hiding collectibles and whatnot. Here lies Neil Druckmann's balls.
I couldn't get to the horses. Looks like Tommy took one. Now Maria's got the stables locked down.
Fucking Tommy.
I love Tommy for that.
We'll figure something else out on the way. A car or a horse or something.
Okay.
This makes getting to Seattle a lot harder.
Then it's gonna be harder.
You can still change your mind, you know?
I know.
Just don't want you to feel like you have to.
Ellie. You go. I go. End of story.
You need to get your backpack.
I hid it by the east gates. I figured we'd want to slip out that way.
Yeah, I still think I was thinking more and more about, should this have been a part 3? Would that have done better? Should it have been Dina instead of Joel, and yada yada yada? And like I said before, I think I was wrong. I don't think it should have been Dina. I think it should have been Kat. I think the more I think about the more I think about how that connects. Ellie losing someone that she's been dating since they first got here, the first person she really truly, since Riley had that connection with, you know, came out to Joel about, you know, having that person be the one to go. And then in this journey of revenge, you know, falling in love with Dina and then having that relationship, still utilizing some of Joel's story. Because again, the big key issues you're getting around is wasting a massive character for a forgiveness story. And on top of that, this is cool though. I want to mention this before we go around it. Definitely not just for Joel in this world, but a little mural for, you know, the character they tossed aside.
What do you need? I can go get it.
I want to do it.
Okay.
I'm okay. Come on.
Yeah, I have seen. I know there's bound to be some people to say, but Ronnie, we don't care about Kat. We don't care about this. We don't care about that. The idea isn't, because in reality, outside of that initial burst of shock and anger and annoyance. Did I just get a subscriber when I'm not live? OBS, what are you doing, bro?
I guess. That was a good day.
Outside of that initial shock, it wears off. And then by the end, when they do the forgiveness bit, it just turns into shock that they just wasted it on that type of story. Alright, so having the little Easter eggs walking in and out of the house is something that I definitely dig. And again, I'm not writing off just because I think it was a waste and stupid move to throw away a character. And again, for anyone new here, he was tossed aside. And I hate saying this because it's so fucking dumb, man. It's so stupid. He was tossed aside because Druckmann got criticism for making a white male straight guy the lead. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. A straight white male. It's so dumb, man. We live in such a stupid world. But that's why, if you were ever like, well, why would they kill off such a big character? Well, that's why. They wanted to just chuck him out of the way, get rid of him. Anyhow, this is awesome. The Room, showing something that's never really mentioned, another side of Joel. It might be mentioned slightly, but they did a good job as far as they have extra wood here for doing projects. It looks like an arts and crafts store. They have his little desk here where he's making these carvings. You got paint thinner. The attention to detail. It's just cool. You get this vibe of Joel listening to some music. Here's where he's making his guitars. Just enjoying a day off. Time to himself. Making some guitars and then sculpting these little things here. Little cool additions to the character. It adds on to who the character is. I believe that looks like the guitar he gives Ellie, but it looks like he made others. Or he was repairing them. I think that guitar is missing strings, or else it's a glitch. Yeah, that's a glitch, because those have their strings in them, and that one doesn't. That's the guitar he was in the middle of fixing, maybe? No, we have something right here. What's that? So yeah, this room was well done, showing the projects he's in the middle of. I didn't know he was into sculpting. I don't remember that being mentioned in the game. And these little emotional beats, they definitely hit. But yeah, back to my main thing. If it was Kat, it's so much easier for you to be like, go along with the ending because you're not so much invested in the initial startup of it, which was that death. And again, it rings true, and Hollywood does this all the time. I can't stand when people say, well, but Ronnie, we don't care about Kat, or we don't care about Dina, or we don't care about this person. The catalyst for the revenge doesn't fucking matter. Here they just conveniently had a main character they needed to get rid of. So it seems like it's such a big thing, but the catalyst never matters. It matters on how the character feels that you love. You love Ellie. You'll move mountains. If someone hurts her, or if she's going to rescue people she cares about. Like when, what's-her-name is beating Dina's head into the ground. You know, hey, what's that? Oh, they got someone on a horse out there. It's more the connection with Ellie. I want to see if I'm missing anything. Space. Glasses. Who has glasses? And I do like the idea of Ellie, even though Joel's gun isn't, I don't know, it's not really like iconic. It's the gun that you have from part 1, you know? So the watch is iconic, more so, because it's connected with the storyline, so that's cool. And the gun, even though it's not iconic, it still is from part 1. It's not the same as like Rick Grimes with his, for some reason that just is his signature weapon. When I think of Joel, I don't think of Joel having a signature weapon, but I know that's his gun, you know? So it's cool.
Everything okay?
Someone told me you could see Maria getting here on horse. And I've played this twice looking for the review, and I can't find the bitch. So if you guys know about how to spot Maria showing up on the horse, let me know. Because I see citizens, residents of whatchamacallit, but not Maria. Tommy's the man, yo.
Maria, I'm headed to Seattle. I wish I could let it go, but I can't. I have to bring these people to justice. Ellie's gonna try to come after me, but stop her. Take her guns, lock up the horses, maybe lock her up. Buy me some time so I can end this. Love you always, Tommy. He's gonna get himself killed.
He should have taken me with him. You should have given us a group to go after those fuckers.
I wish I could.
You gonna try to lock me up?
I'd prefer that you stay.
That's not gonna fucking
I'd
happen.
prefer that you stay, but I know you better. You going with her?
Yeah.
So you're just gonna sneak out of here?
Yeah.
On foot?
Yeah.
I told the stable to let you out with your horse. Grab some ammo, too.
Thank you, Maria.
Now we're going to get into another flaw.
Do me a favor and bring my dumbass husband home in one piece, please.
Of course.
All right. Get going. You're losing light.
When we get to Joel's house and you have all the flowers there, again, I feel like it's partly the citizens plus the development team that are also fans of Joel, you know? This is going to be Seattle day 1, and we'll hold on until the next part to get into that. I think it's called The Gate is the next chapter. We're going to break that one down next, but let me just go over that little flaw. It is, you have, and this was brought to my attention, keep in mind, I'm an Ellie fan, so I miss this too. Someone brought it up to my attention that when you get to Joel's house, there's all those flowers there. The community, or you know, they love Joel. When you go on patrols, there's Jesse and there's others. It's not Tommy, one of the leaders. It's not just Tommy, Joel, Jesse, Dina, Ellie. There's also other names there. You do see a lot of the names we know, but there's other names. There's other people in this town. One positive is they make it a pretty big and filled town with families and yada, yada, yada. However, when it comes down to it, all those flowers, all those people mourning Joel, and no one stood up, No one wanted to get out. Tommy was the only one that left. Again, this is a little flawed because now, and Maria's going to send, and we're talking the post-apocalyptic world with bandits and also vicious infected. Now, as an Ellie fan, I didn't even pick up on it. I was like, okay, 19-year-old girl running out there with a knife and 5 bullets. Fuck it, I'm going to kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about it in actuality, like if this was a show or a movie, that would you would have to incorporate a couple red shirts, like older, gruffer, aged fighters, warriors, some of the patrol people. Most likely, if it was a movie, they would go with her. They would all die early on, and she would finish out the journey. Because it's stupid having 2 19-year-old girls right off in this world. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, that's hella dumb. Anyway, that's one flaw. There's a number of positives, though. Like I said, the performances are killing it. Even in scenes that I'm not in love with, the performances are great. So leave your thoughts and opinions. I'm going to start working on the flaw and off for part 1, chapter 1. I wanted to get ahead in recording. I'm going to get a head start on that, and I will upload it. We're going to try, now this is tricky because we're going to try maybe 1, 2, or 3 chapters and see how you guys respond. The Flaw and All reviews will be posted on the main channel, that's Make a Path Presents. These will continue on the Ronnie Hayes channel. Now, I'll be honest with you, if it doesn't get a lot of play, we're going to have to slow down, and I'll put them out in my free time. So, if you're interested, please hit that share button, please hit that like button, and consider supporting on Patreon, which would be a huge help, or the Indiegogo. Check that out on the screen right there, Doomsday Kingdom. All right, links are down below. I'm done talking. It's your turn.